So now that we have the procedure down, they started making a list, always where they started at 1. Okay, so we're starting with the number 1 now every time. So this is I'm going to go times 1 plus 1 times 2 plus 1, remembering the cycles.
This
right?
is in base 10 or base 2?
In base 2, times 3 plus 1, etc.
Okay.
Okay?
Well, the times 2 plus 1, that just, or the times 1 plus 1, just, we're still cycling normally.
Yeah, so we start at 1, and then let's do the times 1 plus 1. So we cycle, what happens to the number 1?
It goes to 1.
Okay, times 1 plus
Still
1.
No, it's 2.
It's 1, 0.
So it goes to 1, 0.
Or, we're still doing it in binary?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
All right. So now we cycle.
So we get back to 1.
Okay.
And then it just goes back again. We just go back to 2.
Okay.
Cycle.
So
it's just 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Just keeps going.
It's gonna be at 2 forever.
Oh, yeah.
Because we're always adding 1. So this sequence, if we write it in base 10, it goes 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. So maybe not that interesting.
And then when we do this,
Now let's do our times 2s.
it just goes.
So we start at 1.
So
Goes cycle. You
Cycle.
multiply by 2,
Yeah.
and then you add 1. That's gonna be 1, 1. It's the
So I start at 1, and then I go. My next one is 1, 1.
and it's already
gonna go
at the repeating ones.
1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1.
Okay. So that's going to be the sequence 1, 3, 7. What's going to come after 7?
15.
15. So
Yeah.
what we saw before. All right. Now let's do the times 3 in that one.
So we would cycle the digits. It's just still 1.
Then 1, 0, 0. Or 1, 0. We go 1, then we go to 1, 0, 0 because we're multiplying by 3 and adding 1.
What is 3 in base 2?
No. 3 is, well, 3 is gonna be just 1, 1.
Okay.
Then we add 1 from there. And then 1, so it's 1, 0, 0.
So we start at 1, and then we go to 1, 0, 0. Because we cycle, multiply by 3. 3 is 1, 1
Yeah.
in base 2. And then we add 1, so we get to 1, 0, 0. Okay, which is what?
Which is 4.
Okay.
Then we're cycling back.
To 1.
All right. So we cycle back to 1.
And we're just gonna do the same thing. We go to 1, 1, and then we add 1, 0, 0. It just goes 1, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4.
Okay. So we get 1, 4, 4, 4 forever. So we now, as far as I know, by the way, it may not be completely true, but as far as I know, this kind of exploratory process that we're doing is Stephen Wolfram just invented this right on the spot when he was doing this lecture. So he just said, hey, let's start exploring this and see what we find. And they found some straightforward stuff. And then, since they were using computers, they were able to explore this kind of much more carefully and kind of all at once. So we're going to go up to the computer and we're going to use their code to explore it.
All
Okay?
right.